This is called 5 4 3 2 1. Um, and it starts with the number five being looking for five things you can see. So wherever you are, whether it's a classroom, whether it's at lunch, you can be at home, you start with looking for five things you can see and describing it to yourself. Um, Describing it can even be um, immediate things you see. You can make it specific to five things that are red. The next is the number four. So that's four things you can touch or feel. The goal is to feel different textures or be able to identify what feeling the object gives you. If it's something soft, if it's something grainy, if it's something that can go through your hands, or something heavy. However, it feels in your hands, the goal is to be able to identify that. Next is number three. So that's three things you can hear. This one may be tricky depending on where you're at and the amount of noises that could be going on. So if it's in the middle of lunch, it could be a lot, or even on a busy street. But that also makes it the best time because you're meant to focus on a specific sound. A lot of times we can feel overwhelmed with a lot of noises or sounds or things going on. So being able to step aside internally and focus on specific things you hear or want to hear can help you um, be present in that moment and relax your mind on what you. Next one is number two. So that's two things you can smell. Um, it's recommended to go with one of the objects or things you've already chosen. But if not, the things nearest to you, or things you're also comfortable smelling, being able to also specifically describe what that smell is. So whether it's a smell you like, you don't like, even memories that come up with that smell, things that are connected to it, if it has brings up any other senses for you, bringing that up as well. And the last one is the number one, and that's the one thing you can taste. So with taste, kind of goes hand in hand with smell when it comes to being descriptive. So the goal is to be able to describe that one specific taste, whether it's a certain flavor, if there's a texture with it, feelings, emotions that come up. Um, you want to be able to describe that and really hone in on what exactly you're tasting. Sometimes you may not be able to do as many of one sense as you can do with the other. So, with that being said, you can kind of switch the order. So, if you can see more things than you can hear, or feel more things that you can, vice versa, you can switch it up, make it your own, shorten it even, but the goal is to connect with those senses, be able to be present with, if not all, most, and be able to identify it and redirect whatever moment you're